In this video, I want to give you a quick introduction to what it looks like when you're using long division for polynomials to divide by a quadratic trinomial. So here we have our quartic polynomial with 5 terms, and we're going to divide it here by this quadratic trinomial. So we use this standard algorithm, and so I'm going to go ahead and write that 3x squared minus 7x plus 4, which is the divisor, out front. And then inside the bar here, I'll go ahead and write my polynomial. All right, so first question always, this first term and this first term, what do I multiply by 3x squared to get 15x to the fourth? Well, I multiply 5 by 3 to get 15, and then it looks like x squared. So 5x squared. And I'm going to go ahead and write that where my x squared terms are, right here. So 5x squared. Now I make sure that all of these like terms are aligned vertically. And then I'm going to come back through and I'm going to multiply. So I have this, I'm going to distribute him across all 3 of these terms. So I start with 15x to the fourth, and I'm going to go ahead and write that here because, once again, those are the like terms. And then 5x squared times negative 7x, that's going to give me negative 35x cubed. And finally, 4 times that is 20x squared. He's positive. Okay, so all 3 terms. And then we're going to come through, because we need to subtract now, I'm going to go ahead and change all the signs here. And I'm going to add. And you'll notice, of course, these first terms cancel. That's by design. It needs to happen that way to make this come out okay. So then we have negative 11x cubed plus 35x cubed. And that's going to give me positive 24x cubed. Subtracting here, so negative 39x squared minus 20x squared. And that'll be a negative 59x squared. And I'm going to bring down this positive 38x. Okay, so first term and first term. What do I need to multiply by to get 3x squared and to 24x cubed? So I need to multiply here to get this. Looks like 3 times 8 will give me 24, and then x squared to x, so I need one more x, so 8x. And that's positive, so I'll go ahead and put that 8x right there. Coming back through, we need to distribute that 8x through all 3 of these terms. So it looks like I'll have 24x cubed, you'll notice they're the same, and then minus 56x squared, and then plus 32x. Well, okay. So I'm going to run through here, change the signs of all of these so I can use addition. And of course those first terms cancel, I need that to happen. So negative 59x squared plus 56x squared, that'll leave me with a negative 3x squared. 38x minus 32x will be a positive 6x. And then let's bring that negative 7 down. All right, so first term to first term. What do I need to multiply by 3x squared to give me negative 3x squared? Well, it looks like they're the same term except this one's positive. This one's negative, so it looks like negative 1. So I'll go ahead and put that negative 1. He's my constant, so I'll line him up with the constant negative 7. And then run back through. And if I'm multiplying by negative 1, it looks like all I'm doing is changing the sign of these 3 terms. So negative 3x squared, positive 7x, negative 4. Okay, so I'm going to run through, change the sign here. So plus, minus, plus. Those cancel, which is nice. But let's see what I have here. A positive 6x minus 7x is a negative x. And negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. I have no more terms to bring down. So this here is my remainder. Okay, well, this remainder seems to be more than just a number. We actually have a binomial here. And it leads with a negative, so that's important. We're going to have to do a little something here. Okay, so my finished quotient then, I have this whole part, which is going to be my 5x squared plus 8x minus 1. And then, of course, we need to put the partial part. Remember, because we write these kind of as mixed numbers if you're thinking about division with whole numbers. Okay, so one thing we're going to have to do, since this leads with a negative, let's go ahead and factor that negative out. So when I factor it out, I'm left with x plus 3 inside. And when I factor a negative, I just change the signs here. And if you need to go back through, distribute that negative, and you'll see we have that. Okay, so because I have this minus here, I'm going to put a minus here. And then I'm going to put x plus 3, which was my remainder right here, this x plus 3, over my divisor, which was this 3x squared minus 7x plus 4. Okay? And now here is my entire quotient with the whole part, this polynomial 5x squared plus 8x minus 1. But then also my remainder needs to be included because it's minus x plus 3 over that divisor. So this is how we can tackle a problem like this that has a quadratic divisor, also that contains a remainder, and specifically the remainder which led with a negative, so I needed to put this minus right here.